Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys. Going to talk about some Ondo today. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at some Bitcoin prices here. We're at 104. Looks like it's going pretty high there. Well, or at least it's somewhere where it should be. Ethereum about to hit 2,500 right at 24.89. So let's see what else we got on the list here. Cardano is at 66 cents. Avalanche is at $19. So just always when it's under 20, that's always a good bargain. Let's see what else we're looking at here. Kronos, crypto.com is a little bit under 10 cents. So that's a nice little bargain there. And our Ondo is right at 80, right? So let's see. Bitcoin dominance is at 63.8, Ethereum 9.2. Let's go ahead and start looking at this Ondo price, as a matter of fact. So right here, we're at 80 cents, a little bit over 80 cents for the day. Now let's go ahead and look at the 7-day. It is down just a little bit, 2.76%. The 1 month, it is down by 5.9%. And let's see what's going on with the year. With the year, it is down 41%. So what we're looking at right now is great real world asset that is cooling off just a little bit. But if you notice, over the 7-day is consolidating. So just a heads up on that. Matter of fact, it's kind of consolidating right here over the month. So we may be looking for another leg up, but whether we're looking for another leg up or not, I'm not really too worried about that. Main thing I do understand is that we're in a good position with Ondo. So make sure that you keep that in mind. With Ondo, we're working on the fundamentals. There are some token unlocks as far as, but don't be concerned about the inflation, et cetera. That's not a big deal, to be honest with you, because of the fact that these token unlocks are going to take forever. So, and every time it unlocks, I mean, it's what we got 2025 and it's going all the way to 2029. So fear not the token unlocks. There will not be a lot of inflation with this particular coin. So there's no need to worry there. I just want to remind you guys about a few things. First of all, Ondo being under $1 is always a great bargain. Also, take a look at the market cap. This has a lot of room to run. Unlike other coins where you're just depending on maybe some retail, Ondo is really tied in very well with a lot of corporate structure. This thing is, there's not even an issue or a question with it taking off. So, but anyways, let me remind some of you that may have forgotten. I mean, we've done videos before about Ondo, but let's remind you who some of the customers are, or who some of the people are that are working with it. Well, we already know about USDC, USDT, DAI, a few other things. Where am I? Thousands of RWAs, the real world assets in one platform. So Ondo is going to be your leader in RWAs, real world assets. Don't forget about these guys. BlackRock, nobody bigger. What's this? McKinsey and Company. That's another company here. I'm just going to look at all the companies that I have. Let's see if this thing. Oh, here we go. So AMRO. Let's see. I see Franklin Templeton coming up here as well. Always been a big company as far as a lot of assets, chains, etc. Aon, let's see, we've got another one here. So just to give you heads up on these particular companies that are going to be doing prospectus with these. Omni-chain network for RWAs. So just trying to give you a little bit of background. Now I'm going to go to another page that I had here as well, talking about the ecosystem. Don't forget, and some of you guys, I'm just reminding you, some of you guys may have never seen this before, but we talked about Ondo a few times I think I'm going to try to leave a video in the description below just to give you a heads up. But 101 partners, that's a whole lot of partners. Okay. So just to give you a heads up on this, where am I going? I'm just going to try to list some of the good names. Once again, you see BlackRock there. You also see Chainlink, Bybit, Coinbase. This is going to get ridiculous, you know? Ethereum, First Citizens Bank, Franklin Templeton, Flux Finance, Fusion X, Google Cloud, Helio, remember those guys, some of those, Objective, who else? Jupiter, Connexus by JP Morgan, Layer Zero, MasterCard, no brainer, guys. MetaMask Institutional, goodness. Orca, Osmosis, PayPal, right? Polygon, Polytrade, Pyth. Got a lot of good networks here. Squid, Sui, Supra, Switchboard. Let's see, my God. So you got RXP Ledger, ZBAC Network, Zodia Custody. I mean, you just got a lot of people out here who are already partnered up with Ondo. So there's not an issue at all. Just a heads up on that. Just looking at all this great information here. So let's keep it moving a little bit, talking about this a little bit more. And let's see where we're at. Building the bridge between traditional FI and DeFi, yes. So omni-chain networks for RWAs. And looks like we got most of our good information here. But we want you to know that Ondo is definitely doing very well. And the main thing is we just have to stay the course. Now, let me go see if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything much on the Twitter sites as far as that's concerned, but we had talked about some of these things before as far as Ondo Finance, Chainlink, and JP Morgan teaming up to connect bank settlement infrastructure to Ondo Chain. We talked about that earlier, but that's going to be tremendous, especially here in the US. Let's see. Collaboration says Ondo Finance, who said tokenized US Treasuries are only for DeFi native users. Ondo Finance CEO joined New York Stock Exchange to discuss our collaboration with JP Morgan and Chainlink to integrate bank payment rails into the Ondo chain. This is about to go off very well, and it appears that there's going to be a lot of money flowing into this particular institution as far as like but let's just keep it moving a little bit. But just giving you guys a heads up on Ondo. I'm not going to take much more time, but I just wanted you, don't forget, by this being at the price it is, it's basically at 80 cents, give or take a cent. But if you take advantage of it now, you'll be really, pleased. Might be some months down the road, but we know this is taking off because it is part of the corporate structure as well. Don't forget, you just saw BlackRock, you just saw MasterCard, you just saw some of the really huge players that are tied in with Ondo. When it gets this big, I don't want to say it's too big to fail because, nothing we see on the channel is financial advice, but I want to say it's too big to fail, but technically it is because of the fact that you got so many heavy hitters, so many billionaire companies. You got so much money riding on this and so much money supporting this particular new system of RWAs. This is, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but it's, and matter of fact, maybe we should say the opposite. This might be a crypto that if you get into, that you're actually using your brain. How about that? This is Al with Real Life Investing. Just looking at a good one. Ondo, way under $1. Always a good deal. Have a great one. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.